Você liga o Edman, por favor? Desculpa.
Tá ligado?
Tá?
Tá.
Ixi, espera aí só um pouquinho. O que você pode fazer para ajudar? Quando a placa de rede não funciona, o que eu faço? Não está conectando na rede. Quando acontece isso, o que eu faço? Conecta, desconecta o cabo de rede. Ai meu Deus, o que eu faço?
Calma, você já descobre. Vou abrir a janela.
Eu acho que eu tenho que conectar na máquina. Deixa eu ver por que não tem rede. Ele diz que tem rede. Por que eu não consigo conectar? Será que eu tô baleado na minha cabeça? Por que não tá? Por que não tá conectando? Não precisa ficar aqui, mãe. Tá liberado. Fica à vontade. Você estava limpando o espelho. Se você precisa de contexto. Será que eu fiz? O que aconteceu? Doesn't say. What's the pin? engraçado é que ele tem internet. There's internet. Let me enable. Yeah, it's correct. And again. It didn't change. Don't be super annoying. Let's see. Should be. Maybe not correct. Yeah, it's pinging. No, this is wonderful. Why do you not need a problem with the shortcut? It's a problem in the desk application. No, don't tell that. String titles, okay. Bilbo? No, Bilbo Ed. Can put totally correct. Why cannot connect? Let me click on here, right? Era o programa do ca2 com defeito, tem que corrigir. Não estava lançando um atalho que abriria a máquina.
Que bom. Se já corrige, acabou, né? Pus uma toalha limpa já.
Obrigado, que bom.
Já fica vindo pro espelho e já reflete melhor a beleza do meu filho, né?
Ai, que gostoso. A limpeza é tão gostosa, tão boa. It's not working any of these links. I'm gonna fix now the sort of. How I can. Is there links? And they work. Canada tools overload. Canada tool. Fix that. I use all the time, but there's one thing I use. Let's see. Is it working? Google Maps. This is okay. No, it doesn't know. It's the position when it's to the left. People Haspi is what is this? Let me first see, I can confirm I can open Bilbo Rasp at the application. It's not Bilbo. Okay, that's one. Bilbo Rasp. Please use that. Interesting long abbreviation. It doesn't work. This is beautiful. What's thinking? There's a thing called ca2. Is it open Canada behind it? It's a problem that to Dropbox. Is it not it? No, it's not it. Let's see Dropbox. Can I go through here? Outside there, really cool. Trust. How can let's go the time. It's telling still telling.
Hades says felt a tickle on my wrist while using my laptop in the dark. Figured it was a mosquito or fly or something and tried to wave it off. Turned my wrist over. Bam, big spindly ass spider. Little bastard took an unplanned flight across the room at MacFuck.
Hi, good morning, Lolutz. Nice to see you here. So nice. Nice early morning stream. True, true, true. This is a unique color scheme for Linux and ca2. True, true. I use orange on October, you know. By the way, it's missing something. Yeah. Now I know I don't have the YouTube channel. Ah, yeah, it looks nice. It looks orange. I see what you're saying. Ah, well, now I can agree. I can agree. It's nice to see that. Let me change here too. It's daytime, I use orange light, not orange dark. Hype. Know that I know about. Oh, you mean through his websites, right? Know that I know. So, by the way, let me check something. It's been a while I don't check. Thomas. Not look, it's a bit more here dictate. Don't know what's happening. I think he likes Go. It seems. From what he said in his streams, yes. From what everyone says about it, it seems a good language. It's used mainly for system administration, infrastructure, right? I don't know. Developed by Google, yeah. Says accept errors. I think it's fine. How many hours? It's fine. It should have the effect now. 6 hours. He's not responding in a timely fashion. I cannot understand what's happening. that degrades the performance. Then I'm gonna turn off internal linking. Restart. It's very difficult to see what's going on. Sandwich prawn, like a stone in the middle of the cake. Little stone. It's fixed. It's over.
Hello!
Hi, Red Mason. Tomorrow will be big Halloween party at ca2 headquarters. I hope not. My October is very haunted already. Will kids come to you in nice house? There's not that tradition in Brazil. There's no such a practice in Brazil. What people celebrate, one thing they celebrate is like wearing gothic. Maybe people like to look like ghosts, but okay. Mm. Bauru hot bread with melted. You toasted bread? Você tostou o pão? Toasted bread?
Sim.
Did you toast?
Yes.
Obrigado. With melted cheese, hot tomato, hot ham.
Não, tá pingando aqui, acho que queijo, alguma coisa.
Obrigado, muito bom. Bread with butter and onion, milk and coffee, medicines. Yeah, very nice. Served in place. Very VIP. Not even in Google Red headquarters, you know. C2 has no person living in this roof. No, no. Thanks Lord, the neighbors are feeding him. He's too fat, he cannot climb into the roof anymore. Now he's walking around the neighborhood. Thanks Lord. Do you know I discovered that their urine is dangerous, can cause leptospirosis? Their feces can have a lot of worms. And if they bite you because they feel scared, we should take a lot of care, because if they bite you, can be fatal. You can get rabies, you know. It's fatal, I think, isn't it? I don't know. I said something wrong, Luz. Almost like a rat, you know, isn't it? I know what you wrote seems very romantic. Maybe the way you said, but it's not good, no. Very dangerous. It's very beautiful the way you said ca2 has an opossum living in Peru. But you know they have to do. They use the roof as bathroom. I'm afraid of that. And they can transmit disease, you know. I just read that, you know. Gamba. This, you know, silent, discreet, and many times badly understood. The Gamba, the apostles are gaining space among the urban centers. It's not by random. They are omnivores. They eat anything, from fruits to insects to remains of human food. And this makes that they find in cities prosperity, I don't know, a lot, abundance, alright, and shelter. But what to do if opossum happens in your garden or inside your house? This is what happened he followed from the roof, in the fact on the roof of from Brazilian people that put bad roof ceiling. The first action is to be calm. Yeah, I got a lot of despair with that strange thing my own. Besides, they have the thing of stinky, very stinky. The Brazilian opposers they don't isolate any stink. If this happens, it's because some unbalanced feeling, but nothing closer to the American opposite. This one really can spread stink smells. By other side, in other situations of stress, Sarwes, another name, Sarwes can adopt thanatose. What's this? A behavior where they pretend they are dead to deceive predators. Another form of defense of this species, of this branch of animal, is to open the mouth and show the teeth. But rarely there are attacks. Christ, if this animal do this to me, I would run away. The the opposers have great importance in the control of urban plagues like rats, cockroaches, and other insects that can cause damage to the human beings. They are very good vectors in the nature, including for viper. No, I don't want to see that robber. Elisa Tiberio, vet, master vet by USP University of Technology. Specialist in behavior of his behavior of wild animals and zoology. According to her, service are marsupials. After they reproduce its kids, they go to a bag when they keep I don't know. According why as they develop, they started to occupy their bags, showing they are in phase of development. How to act when you find, when you meet a opus. If you meet a opus in your residence, the orientation, the I don't know how was. There should be a word I don't remember. Orientação. Guidance. Yeah, trash look. Brainwash. Vote on this next election. All journalism in Brazil is communist. Because while you're reading these things about opposing, they are robbing, right? Is to not try to capture them, and to get too much, neither to get too much close. O ideal The ideal is to observe distance and warrant a fugue route so they can go out by themselves. In case the animal is hurt, who gonna do that? Will show some strange behavior. Enter in contact with the environment police and Bomberman or only specializes on images. Photos taken by this and sent to common grass. Does this exist? Grass, this is so. This is in case of BBC reads that, right? When you call the department, keep calling. Nah, he's taking a call. No, this was ridiculous. At least they don't follow the right-wing rules. Don't let the leptospirosis is very dangerous. I was intern last year when I tried to, because I was in the garden in the rain. If I enter in contact with the rim, I can develop. Does it exist labs? Then the prefecture is very worried because if they report with this disease for developed countries, Brazil can enter in the statistics, and that's very bad. Mainly by the urine of infected animals, generally rats, and frequently associated to floodings and bad sanitizing. The own body can cure it if you take a lot of water. It's strange, right? It's fatal, but if you take a lot of water, it goes away. But if you don't treat, it's fatal too. But if they bite you, rabies, and you don't take the vaccine very fast, if you get the symptoms that's brain damage, I think people get, in Brazil it's called anger, because I think the person gets very aggressive because it should ache a lot, it inflames the brain. It's almost always fatal, they said. Never let an animal bite you. This is why they say to keep you distance from. If they feel menace, if they feel ameaçados, threatened, they can bite you. Their saliva can contain this rabies and rabies virus. Then goodbye. But you know, this is a generally underdeveloped countries. People like this is true. They would naturally get afraid of a manifestation like maybe redneck people. They try to get try to hit the animal. Some people are crazy, like my neighbors. They feed the opossum. I'm crazy. But it's good. He's so fat he cannot climb in the roof, our roof anymore. He's walking a bit like this. He cannot walk much. It's not that there's trash they can eat everywhere. My neighbors feel, you know why. But it's good to have neighbors like this. When I got sick, when I was laying down in the garbage, the neighbor tried to rescue me. Called my family, then they cooked this because I was missing too much tummy, and then I got in despair. I took a lot of medicines. Who said that expired medicines doesn't work? But there's no. My mom's taking care now. Luckily, I didn't remember in the hospital. I never said they take medicines. Because if I said that, they would send me to a mental hospital. And I will have to be there for about 3 months. I don't know. I couldn't because I had to pay my bills. Christ, it would be a very big problem. Luckily they don't send me to the mental hospital. I just again. How I would survive without the computer? No, I don't have computer, don't have. The only thing there's TV would brainwash my in some hours of the day, you know. It's not all the time. And then I don't know what they do in the hospital. I think if you're a bit renewed, you know that people that convert to Jesus that they get a bit silly. I'm gonna take care. You have to promise. Sorry, no. I remember when I was. I'm sure I take care of the health. They convince you. I don't. But I'm getting so. I'm thinking I'm losing my beliefs, you know, my faith in life. They would be afraid to intern me because, you know, after they have to get signature because I am 18 or more that I had agreed to be interned. There's a delicate part. So probably they would no, I think they wouldn't do because if I didn't sign that, they can have big problems. They cannot convince the patient that he decided to enter the hospital. And doctors live from their profession. So while they see that you are still a believer, they they can, for example, if the parents say, "I take care of my son," right? Then they take a time. I remember, but I think this is gonna be the last time. They would be too afraid. You cannot enter him, convince him that he that there's no brain associate totally disconnect. This is good in some parts. I can remember. That maybe it's associated. Sometimes it can cause problems, bugs. Hmm? I was assume that finish when the same. Okay. Because no, wait. No, no. Calm. To the tab, to update the source code because I don't have my smart kit here. So I update the code here and go here. Okay. So you're not because okay. Debian is GNOME. Don't need to put the Debian GNOME. If it's different of GNOME. Hey, now some of on the farm, and some of them are love. Some dog will bark, some bird will chew. Life goes so. Ai, my gosh, not even a minute of silence or gosh. And some baby will cry. There's always a baby this time. Some, someone say, I need to take my baby and go. It's important to mark presence. In a way, it's a message that thinks for you. I don't know, people that think they are missionaries. believe this. I know I don't know. I don't get mad with that. Maybe some crazy people may complain if they're too smart, but this is how humans still, you know. Because they listen to the prophets that if you don't do that, you're gonna die. God gonna punish you. That chain will be lost. So, I like to do many times. This is a bit silly. It's not much. No, it's not much silly. And people say, if you repeat, you're being illogical. It's like, no, many things need to restart. You need to repeat many times. And sometimes you do one more time, you're getting, and then it works. So you never know. Sometimes you're gonna notice when it's useless. Many times it can be useless to repeat the operation, but many times, it's like 50%. Many times if you repeat, it'll work. And it's not much rewarding because you expect it to work. I don't know. Sometimes it's rewarding too. You think, oh God, now it worked. I insisted and it worked. I agree. This is not much logical. It's not the logical part of the human. It's more emotional part of the human. But humans are emotions too. It's not just 1 plus 1. I know 1 plus 1 is equal to. I don't believe that. No, you should believe, because if you start losing belief, even what you think you know won't be worth. For example, you think you know the Earth is not flat, or you believe. It's a mix. Science is generally both of two. You need to know with the brain, but feel it's true with the emotion. This feel it's true is faith, right? I'm gonna press this button, I'm gonna turn on the light. If you think, I don't know if I'm gonna press and if it doesn't turn on. The person can be so scared, psychologically speaking, that it blocks some emotional area, block them to access that opportunity to be rescued, redeemed. So you need to every belief sort of it's a good thing. Even believing in science. Someone said, I don't need to believe in science. I know science is true. When the guy said, I know science is true, it's because he believes in science. For they believe it's a human thing. It's a feeling. He has a good feeling. All good feelings about science. Maybe it's modern religion. If you say, there's global warming, everyone believes that. Besides, it's not true. It's just get hot in the summer, but this year seems a bit hotter. Yeah. Okay. We need to study psychology to understand people are very influenced by false science. Like, for example, the pictures, I like to show the picture of the science that motivate kids to study the atom. Atom picture. You cannot take a picture. If you put photons to try to photograph the electrons, the photons dislodge the electron goes to another atom. So this is how you learn atoms are. And this is how a picture is not blue. Okay, I don't know how to explain. And this is not the quantity of electrons, it's where the electrons can be found. It's statistically they can be somewhere in the electronic cloud. Electronic because electrons, electronic. No, Jesus Christ, no. No, don't, it's really not like that. For example, the hydrogen, there's a nucleus that you cannot see. Here, you cannot, it's wrong. It's very small, you cannot see. And the electron is shaking, making a volume. Incredibly, the atom is nothing. It's nothing but empty space. But because of the Coulomb law, the laws, it makes it. So is it an algorithm? Maybe this is the metaphysical part of Matrix movie. Maybe the Matrix can be the ideas in the society, but also can be. If I turn off this thing that makes it be volumetric, or I can synthesize this electronic cloud. I can create a matter. I can manifest. If I created that field, I don't know. I synthesize that fields with just a few bits of matter, right? I energize, put the electrons down, put the volume. Put in a wormhole. You enter the cemetery and then you go to another place. Where this is our current Stargate, you know. The only way to visit this planet. It's a bit primitive, I would say, but the only way to escape this cage called planet Earth, where you have to work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and so on, and earn money to buy the iPhone. They really make you wish you were. think he used mainly the pointing finger. The right finger used more times, if I'm guessing. And then there was a touch of half an hour. He was in the hospital. No, what happened? No, nice. His hair is not so long. Bambus light. What's that? Drugs to print or it's a truck. I don't know if should translate this. Stund is. How can I copy this? Copy. Why it's halbe?
Halbe Stund GCL e de Bambus Leitung auf Hochdruck.
Halbe Stunde GCLI und Bambusleitung auf Hochdruck.
Half an hour of GCLI and bamboo piping under high pressure.
Print press. Print. Hoch. There's a lot of this words in German. High. Hoch.
Halbe Stunde GCLI und Bambusleitung
GCLI. They say C. GCLI und Bambusleitung auf Hochdruck.
Halbe Stunde GCLI und Bambusleitung auf Hochdruck.
Hochdruck. Halbe Stunde GCLI. Oh no, it's not und. No. Und Bambusleitung auf Hochdruck.
Half an hour of GCLI and bamboo piping under high pressure.
I need to Thomas to do some no, I mean hoogdoek, high pressure, had bamboo light. What's bamboo light piping? He's about to have an orgasm, this is what I say. Doing this because it's very exciting. I understand now. Thank you for the in-depth explanation. Christ, the precious is, I don't know. Look, there's a problem because it was working. It happened in 14.2 FreeBSD. Then after I restart, it stopped working. Does C2 allow apps with just console window? Yeah, it does. You can create console applications with C2. Actually, I do that. There are a couple of command line applications, but I don't release them because they are used for internal operations like building or packaging. Instead of creating a script in Bash or in DOS, whatever, I create a C2 based console application. Does it allow apps with multiple windows? Yeah, you can also do that. Yeah. Service. It's possible to. I don't have current examples, but it's possible to. I need to rest too. No, really, I need to rest. Can't do anything, I'm very tired. And I'm gonna sleep. I'm going to the living room. I cannot even go upstairs. I'm gonna go to the living room and nap. I need to brush my teeth.